She smirked and said, "Is the little boy gonna cry?" I said, "No. I'm done." She didn't laugh when she learned who I'd already hired. My name is Marcus Bennett, 34 years old, and right now I'm sitting in a quiet hotel room, staring at my laptop screen, trying to process everything that's happened in the last 72 hours. My hands are still shaking, not out of rage, but from a strange blend of relief and realization. I was married to a woman named Claire. She's 32, and we were together for over a decade. 8 of those years as husband and wife. No kids. She always said, "Let's wait another year." I trusted that answer. Turns out, I was a fool not to question it more. Looking back, the signs were there. 3 months ago, Claire became different. Emotionally distant, hyper-attached to her phone, lots of work dinners and girls' weekends. She started leaving early, coming home late, and there was this detachment, like she was already halfway out the door. But I trusted her. We'd made it through tough times before, and I believed in our bond. That belief started to crack when I glanced over a credit card statement one night. Fancy restaurant bills during days she was supposedly working from home. Spa appointments when she claimed she was with her sister. Hotel charges, local ones in our city. When I gently asked, she brushed it all off. Said it was a lunch with clients. Or that it was refunded. Or an error. I didn't accuse her. I simply started paying attention. Then came the girls' trip to New Orleans. She showed me texts in a group chat with her college friends. Screenshots of show tickets, restaurant bookings, and hotel reservations. I even drove her to the airport. She kissed me on the cheek, waved, and walked through the sliding doors of the terminal. Except she didn't go inside. I watched her from the car. Claire got into a rideshare just outside departures. And that's when I opened my phone and checked her location. We'd always shared our location with each other, for safety, she said. The Uber dropped her off at the Westbrook Hotel, 10 miles away. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I did something that past me never would have done. I called my friend Alan. He'd been through a brutal divorce a year prior. "Get a lawyer," he told me. "Yesterday. And document everything. Don't let her know you know." That weekend, while Claire was supposedly relaxing at a Bourbon Street spa, I met with 3 different divorce attorneys. The third one, Ms. Eleanor Grant, paused during our consultation and said something that froze me cold. "You're actually the second person from your household I've spoken to this week." My heart dropped. My wife. I can't confirm that. But I do have a conflict of interest that prevents me from representing you. Claire had beat me to her. She wasn't just cheating, she was planning. Meeting with lawyers, preparing a strategy, plotting her exit. While I still hoped we could fix things, she was trying to get ahead of the fallout. Miss Grant gave me a referral. Mr. Richard Kwan. He's sharp, and he's available. I hired him on the spot. Retainer signed. Paperwork prepped. That was 12 days ago. Claire came home from her trip with a spray tan and a fake smile. She spun a story about blackjack losses and hangovers. I played along, made dinner, and acted normal. But I documented everything. Photos of the receipts, copies of the credit card charges, even her location logs. Yesterday she slipped up. She left her purse open on the kitchen counter. While moving it to hang up her keys, a folded receipt slipped out. Room service from the Westbrook Hotel. 2 glasses of champagne, a seafood platter, and dessert. Dated during her supposed trip. I didn't plan the confrontation. Just happened. She came out of the shower, towel on her head, humming. I held up the receipt. "What's this?" Her face shifted. Panic, disbelief, then arrogance. She smiled and said with a little smirk, "Is the little boy going to cry?" That was it. Whatever part of me had still been holding on. "Shut off." "No," I said. "I'm done." She scoffed. "Done with what, Marcus? Your little pity party?" "No. I'm done with this marriage." Claire laughed. Actually laughed. Please. You couldn't even pick a restaurant without me. You're not going anywhere." I calmly replied. Actually, I already hired Richard Kwan. He's handling the divorce. You'll hear from him on Monday. Her smirk disappeared like someone flipped a switch. Richard Kwan. How do you know that name? Same way I know you met with Eleanor Grant. What was the plan, Claire? File first. Freeze accounts. Play the victim. You don't understand. Oh, I understand perfectly. You were trying to blindside me. She lost it. Started yelling, ranting about how I'd ruined everything. Called me a stalker. Said I invaded her privacy. Left. Packed a bag and went to the hotel. She called and texted nonstop. Ranging from, "We can fix this," to "I'll ruin you." Monday morning she got served at work. The process server caught her in the middle of a staff meeting. 36 missed calls in 1 hour followed. Tuesday morning I came home briefly to grab some clothes. My key didn't work. She'd changed the locks on my house. I called Richard, who said to document everything. While waiting for the locksmith, I walked around the back and noticed new security cameras. Also saw my car, my fully paid-off SUV, covered in concrete. Cement poured over the hood and windshield. Police came. So did the locksmith. Just as they arrived, Claire pulled into the driveway, saw the scene and exploded. "This man is breaking into my house." "Ma'am," the officer said, looking at my deed, "this is his property. You have no right to lock him out." She was warned for destruction of property. Kept quiet. Then I got a text from one of her friends, Helena. I had casually messaged, "Hope the girls' trip was fun." Her reply, "Trip? We haven't all gone anywhere in over 2 years. What's going on?" Claire had faked the entire group chat. Faked everything. Even the screenshots. 2 days later, her sister Madison called me. "What the hell is going on? Claire is losing it. She said you filed for divorce because you were cheating." "She told you that?" Madison paused. "Wait. She said you were abusive, that you were controlling, that you threatened to leave and cleaned out your accounts." That's when the truth clicked. Claire had spent months painting me as a monster to everyone she knew. She fabricated a fake narrative so when she filed first, no one would question her version of events. But she underestimated one thing. I found out first. Friday, a tow truck showed up trying to impound my concrete-covered car. She'd forged documents to claim it was abandoned property. The officer recognized her name again. Another warning, this time for fraud. Meanwhile, Richard had filed an emergency motion. Given her behavior, property destruction, lockout, threats, he requested exclusive use of the home and a restraining order. We got both. Police escorted Claire out, gave her 2 hours to grab essentials. She screamed, cried, threatened, even tried to take the TV and blender. The officer stopped her. "Essentials only." Before leaving, she looked at me and hissed, "You think you've won? I'll destroy you. You'll have nothing." I said nothing. Just watched her leave. But she wasn't done. She filed a false IRS complaint accusing me of tax fraud. How'd she know enough to do that? Turns out her friend from the hotel, Garrett, wasn't a lawyer. He was a tax consultant. He used his company laptop to help fabricate the claims. His employer traced the complaint and fired him. Lost his license too. When the IRS flagged inconsistencies, Garrett panicked. Turned over everything to my lawyer to avoid criminal charges. Emails, texts, her plan. Her voice talking about how to fake abuse allegations. Then came the fake audio recordings. Claire had edited voice clips to try and prove I was emotionally abusive. But the background noises jumped around. Timestamp mismatches. One even had her screaming while I replied, "I'm making a sandwich." It was laughable. Then came the final nail. Security footage showed her planting yard signs around the house that said, "Abuser lives here." She was arrested again. Another restraining order violation. In jail, Garrett fully flipped. Showed us a video Claire made of herself practicing crying in the mirror, rehearsing victim lines while putting on makeup. Trial came. Claire arrived in a white dress. claimed it was her morning attire. Her lawyer quit halfway through. She tried submitting her own evidence, including a psychological report she wrote herself. The judge, an older man who'd seen it all, just shook his head. She lost everything, got the bare minimum allowed by law, was ordered to pay damages. And the DA picked up the criminal charges: falsified evidence, federal fraud, forgery, multiple violations. She got 18 months in county jail. Claire's family cut ties. Garrett works at a help desk now. And me. I'm free. The house is peaceful. The car's repaired. I'm seeing someone who knows everything and still sees me for who I really am. Claire once mocked me and asked if the little boy was going to cry. She was right. I did cry. Not because she hurt me, but because I realized the person I loved never existed. But I didn't need revenge. She destroyed herself. I just paid attention. And hired the right lawyer.